Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's We Do It All again with another video. Got a 2004 Nissan Maxima right here, and if anybody knows these cars, they know they got a problem with the transmission bumping through second, third, sometimes even first gear. Um, so what's said to be the problem with these is the valve body inside the transmission. It's not the actual transmission itself. But if you let it go on too long, it can damage the transmission. So what we did is we ordered a valve body. Pull this out here. Ordered a valve body, and I must say I got this one for a steal. These range anywhere from $900 to $1,200. I got this one on eBay for right around $6. So it's factory direct from Nissan. And all the numbers match. So these are said to be the culprits right here, these valves. I'm not really sure how it works, but we're gonna get it changed out, and hopefully that's the problem. Hopefully that fixes it. We did have it diagnosed, and that's what they said it was, so I'm not just doing this blindly. Alright, so let's get into it. I already got the car jacked up, so we're gonna get under and see what we gotta do. Alright, so here we are, we're under the car. That's the transmission right there. And your valve body is going to be located inside of this black plate right here. So if you look closely, you can see it's got some star head bolts you got to take out. What I'm going to do is release the bottom two and maybe a few on the side and let the fluid leak out. I want to reuse the fluid, so I'm going to take my time and get that fluid out. But so just know that you got, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 12 star bolts, and a couple of them pretty hard spot to get to, but we'll get them out and we'll go from there. All right, so we back. So got my trusty little handy T40 right here. Let me get a little bit more light under here. All right. So like I said, it's a T40 star key, and I'm gonna release these two bolts. I got my little pan down here, so when this thing starts leaking, we just go ahead and catch all the fluid out of it. Like I said, I recently had the transmission fluid changed in this car, so I kind of want to save what's in here and reuse it. Picked up this little kit at O'Reilly's today. It came with the oil pan and some rags and some orange. What is that stuff called? The orange stuff you clean your hands with. It came with all of that. $5, so couldn't beat that deal. All right, so once I get these out and get this thing leaking and get this thing leaking out, I'll come back. All right, so here we go. We got this transmission fluid leaking out. I will say there was one bolt that was pretty difficult to get to, and I'll show you that one right now. It's right over here in this corner. Let me see if I can focus in on it for you. Where is it at? Okay. So it's right back here. So what I had to use, because I couldn't get my T40 with my ratchet up in there, I had to use this little guy right here. And these bolts aren't in very tight, so I was able to just, well, there that goes in the transmission fluid. But anyway, I was able to just stick that back there and loosen it up so I could get the transmission fluid drained. And then when it's done draining, I'll go ahead and finish taking it out. But that's the only bolt that I couldn't get to with my ratchet and my T40 socket, because it's wedged between whatever this is and that pan. So I just had to use a straight T40 and got it out. So we'll finish taking this out and we'll go from there. All right. So hey, I know I just came straight under here to the tranny, but just so everybody knows, this is the driver's side of the car, right on the transmission. Anyway, so we just took the pan off, and there is our illustrious valve body. It looks like it's held in, looks like those are some 10mm bolts. So let me get all these 10mm bolts out. These wires, get these wires out, and we'll go from there. These wires are all color coded for the most part, and they just kind of clip out. So that part looks like it'll be easy. Definitely don't want to break any wires in here. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take these 10mm bolts out. So it's like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I see 8, between 8 and 10 of them. So I'll give you a better count when I get them all out. But yeah, there's your valve body, and that seems to be the issue. I don't know why Nissan made them the way they did, but for some reason, the valves inside the valve body don't always open and close correctly. So that's what causes that bump. But anyway, like I said, we'll get this taken out, and I'll go from there. All right, well, there it is. Got it out. Came out really easy. Some things to be cognizant of when you take it out. There's a little lever right here. It'll just slide right out, but you'll have to go ahead and slide that back in. The wires are pretty much plug and play. Just pull them out. There's a 1, 2, 3 that are different than the rest. So I just used a small screwdriver and just kind of pried those out. That was easy, but and then there was a cover right here. It had 2 bolts in it. As soon as you loosen this thing up, you're gonna have more transmission fluid pop out. So be aware of that. Just be ready for it. Go back under and kind of show you what it looks like under here. Oh! So, I'm sorry guys. That's where all the magic happens. Of course, like I said, you got your wires here. And then right here, that little hole, I don't know if you can see it, but that little hole is where that bar is gonna slide into when you put the new one in. Let me get a little closer so you can see it. Yeah, right there. So yeah, that's the housing where it sits. I'm taking it. That's the gear selector lever, and it has to slide in there. So just make sure when you put it back in, you slide it in. But we'll go ahead and get the other one unmasked, put them side by side so we can look at them and make sure we got the right one. Oh yeah, and as far as bolts, these are all the ones I took out. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One was in the cover. I let that fall down. So those are our bolts. They're all pretty much the same size, except for 2 of them. They go in the corners, thin pieces. So as you can see, let me see. One goes here, and one goes here. Right there, and right there. Those are your 2 thin bolts. All right, I'll be back. All right, so here we go, side by side. Everything looks good. The numbers match up, so I got 9167 right there, 9167 right there. Got a B here. I'm just matching everything up. Got T13 9168 over there. Got the same thing. It says T6, but it's still 9168. So I guess this is a different revision. So I got the 6A right here. Got the 6A right there. All the solenoids look the same. Everything's in the right spots. So looks like we did good on this one. So we'll go ahead and get it stabbed back in and go from there. All right, so there it is. We got everything put back together. All the bolts tightened down. All the wires put back where they need to go. There were some different color wires on this one, so I had taken a picture before, and I just made sure that all the wires went in the same position. As long as they go in the same position, they'll serve the same function. So, of course, I got my little lever in up here. Oh, and right here, let me show you guys this. Let's see if I can get it here good. This right here is a little sensor that pops out and pops in. So when you take this bolt out, this clip will come out. You can pop that sensor out. Just make sure you put that back in there correctly. So yeah, we got everything in, and so we'll get the cover put back on, get the fluid put in, and take her for a ride and see what happens. So hopefully, anybody out there that is attempting this, hopefully this video helped. I will tell you that the dealership wanted $2,400 installed, and basically I spent $6, did the work myself, and I think we did good. So I will come back later and let you guys know the outcome, how she ran, and everything else. All I got to do from here is put the cover back on and fill it up with fluid, and we out. So thanks for watching. We do it all. Please leave comments below. Hopefully, like I said, this helps somebody out, save you some money. Peace.